Hi guys, this is Annal, and we are back playing Communist Yugoslavia. Not everything goes our way in this playthrough, but well, hopefully we'll pull it through. I guess it's just going to make this whole thing a little bit more interesting, but as for the Balkan nations, we were only able to secure Bulgaria, with everyone and their mother being guaranteed by the allies around here. Yeah, we'll have to simply rush into Hungary, but try to grab that, and then at some point we'll need to decide if we want to go to war against allies early on and just to secure Romania and I guess Greece. But it may be fairly difficult and, well, a bit of a mess, really. I guess before the Barbarossa wouldn't be the worst idea ever to try to, I guess, conquer a little bit of Africa for ourselves, so we shall see. Zog submits to Italy, and Germany claims Memo. You guys done it? Yes, you are. Well, frankly, we should replace him with that, because he actually increases maxed planning bonus, which is something we are actually very interested in. Now we should probably let's do that, because, well, we just need to capture Budapest, so we want our forces to be focused on this, and we are going to well, we need to change the color, so this is going to be red actually, and you guys and this person are going to be blue. There we go. Now at least it should prevent this from becoming too much of a mess. And this finishes on 26th of March, okay. Alright, motorized, separate equipment. A bit lacking, but that's mostly for that. Yes, reinforcements are fast, so that's all good. Do we want to send our air force, or we rather preserve it? Yeah, I think we'll just preserve it. Let's cancel that for the time being, and yeah, I mean, rushing into Hungary should be fairly straightforward. Although, bluff if they stopped repositioning themselves, but are we really moving from here to there so you can move from there to here? Jesus. Well, fucking thank you. Finally. Well, I think it's time to quit the training for the time being. You guys can join us here. Those are those new divisions. There we go. 20 days in March. I hate that they always try to put as much as possible in the flanks. It makes no fucking sense. Oh, oops. There we go. And I know I could just split those the front lines, yada, but I think wrongfully assumed that this is too much work. Alright, so let's go for it. And hope they are not joining Axis, because this is going to be interesting if they do. Right, like this. Two divisions can go this way. And, well, everything will just push through that. Half divisions will attack here, another half will attack here with those guys, and yeah. Okay, so they did join Axis. Will they be called to war? If not, then it doesn't matter. Nope, not quite. Okay, that should be that. And by the end of the day, it is done. Okay, well, something works for us. Well, they usually join Axis, so it's... I haven't actually seen them to... you know, if Hungary ends up at war like that, I am yet to see Germany actually join. So the reason we wanted to do it early is because if they were at war with the Allies already, that would make Allies in a way part of the war, and they would get to participate in this peace conference, which would make a complete mess out of it. Okay. And done. Okay. 2 down, 2 to go. Finish that. Let's get that little bit of tungsten. So nice part about it is that we've finally got a little bit of steel, and we call it aluminum market in Europe almost. So perhaps we'll be able to sell some to. Well, actually, we haven't. There's shitloads of aluminum here. Well, aluminum is kind of useless. So now. Wait, what's that? No, I'm not sure. Well, that should give us additional. Okay, so that gave us additional 16 steel, but why does it not show that it is extracted? Well, it shows here. Perhaps only a graphical glitch. Alright, I think we need to start getting some anti-tanks. I don't think we need much more in terms of motorized quite yet, so let's go it like that. So that would get us -8 just with those 4. Yeah, that will do for now. So let's grab a little bit of this. And there we go. Let's take a look at our production. We're actually building infrastructure, which is less than ideal. And how the hell this ended up being... Oh, apparently we got bombed a little bit. Alright, so we need to fix that. Okay, how long until this finishes? Yeah, I think we'll pass on that construction here, although there are 7 of those, so it's Croatia. not so much. So Croatia goes. Right, and then we'll fill those to the brim in Morava. But first we'll do that. One in Sofia, where it is at 100. At 100, right? Works for me. Got a little bit of damage there, but nothing too major. Let's put them back into a training camp. We need a little bit more army experience. We can modify the government again, and I think we kind of need to switch to war economy rather than go for military terrorist. Yeah, we need to speed up the bloody construction, don't we? Alright, so that goes first. So it was kind of a shame that we haven't actually went for war economy first time around, but well, this way we've been. But we're hoping that we'll have that war against Turkey and Romania, in which we would need all that equipment that we were producing at the time. So. Now, what should we do? What should we do? Let's place ourselves on the Romanian border for the time being, and you guys can go on this border, I guess. You can position yourself here and deploy there. There we go. So another thing that we kind of need to do is switch to mountain troops, I think, since they are superior. But we don't have army experience for that quite yet, so... Intelligent Axis. And Czechoslovakia got all fated, so to speak. Poland joined the Allies. I wish they were revoking the guarantees, that would be glorious. So our research is going fairly strong. How are we on guns? Okay, well, guns we are actually pretty damn amazing, but I'm not going to remove that quite yet because we'll be switching for the better ones. Perhaps we could send some to the Chinese. Nah, they're doing alright, and well, we'll be switching to mountain troops that require 50% more guns, so makes sense to have a cushion. Okay. Yeah, we kinda need to repair all that. Bloody bonus. See what they have to offer for us. Not much, really. I mean, there are some fighters. There are some anti-air and nothing else. As far as tanks go, light tanks 1 so far, so I think we're good. Oh, right. We need to adjust our purchases because we've grabbed a little bit of that nice steel there. Now we've grabbed a little bit of tungsten here. As for those little bits of oil, I think we are better off going for this and start working on the on our air force. Rather than get what 4 for oil. Wouldn't make much of a difference. At some point I think we'll need to start building synthetic factories. Well, wouldn't have if we wouldn't have to go to war against allies so early on. Huh. Or should we? Perhaps we should just finish off the Axis fairly early and only then go against the allies. I'm really tempted by this bloody oil right here. And a little bit of tungsten here and there. Advanced tools, construction. Thing is that of course well now it's perhaps better to go to war before United States, perhaps. I don't know. Well, okay, there's no chance that Germany will successfully invade United Kingdom, so never mind. This is just a silly talk. It's 39, so okay, we've done all that. Excavation is kind of pointless. Yeah, let's get hospitals. Right, we have better guns. And, well, of course we need to switch them. There we go. Getting some anti-tanks. Well, once again we need to buy more steel. There you go. Also, well, decent. Yeah, looking good. Pennsylvania here. There we go. And I think we'll continue with this. Perhaps time to work on the fighters. It's not much else we can do except, I guess, right, artillery. Good choice, definitely. Let's check the licenses once again. Perhaps, nope, they do not have that. The tanks, not quite yet. At least they have level 1 fighters, so we can source them a little bit to get a little bit of an edge in the research. So I guess we'll do just that. Let's license a fighter. We're not going to actually build them because the way it works right now, hopefully it will be changed. Right, they need to accept it first. And now we have 20% research bonus. The way it works right now, if you've seen my other videos, is that when we change from the licensed fighter to the... Okay, let's actually put it in here. So, there is a penalty for producing this kind of licensed equipment, which is minus 25%. So once we research, we would like to change that for our own tech. Problem is that it will reset to exactly 0 for us, which so it's not a change, for example, of it doesn't count as a change for a different type of the same of the same weapon, which is, for example, if we are switching from fighter 1 to fighter 2, we are only losing 30% of our production efficiency. Or a variant, if we are switching from one variant to the other, we are only losing 10%, and this resets it completely. So it's pointless to actually start building them. We're better off putting our factories in there for the time being. Right. And World War starts. Okay, and we'll go with local developers. This way we'll be able to grab a few factories here and there, on top of lowering our research time on the Air Force. The problem with this achievement we are going for is that we need to control occupy all of your neighboring countries. So, for example, we cannot really allow, if we just go to war against Romania, pulling them into the Allies. That would mean that they end up at war with the Axis, and then we would need to sweep in and grab all that territory before Axis pushes from Slovakia, for example. Well, I guess we'll be able to take it back later, but another thing is we'll need to grab that before the Soviet Union. So. Okay, for Warsaw. Okay. Well, they're going quite well. Let's see. Well, they actually haven't started, but yeah, they declared all the wars. Sometimes they waver a little bit, and for example, do not declare on Belgium for quite a while, or for Netherlands, which makes actual invasion of Belgium much more difficult. But no, not today. Right, let's switch to that. Alright, time to change our artillery production. There we go. Oh, we are missing a little bit of everything, but Right, let's at least wait for the Poland to fall before we go for it. I don't think we want to go for it, but I think we kinda have to. So the reason being is that war will end at the, well, so German Reich will be the first to, I mean, Axis will be the first to fall before the Allies, right? And our goal here is basically, we are not gonna, invade United Kingdom or anything like that. We just want to grab the achievement and defeat the Axis. Which means that once we defeat the Axis, there will be a We need to defeat Axis after we've taken all those territories right around here. Reason being, we need to control that. As you can see here, we need to control those territories, and if there will be a peace treaty between now and then, that's not going to happen. So we need to have that and all that at the same time. Actually, how come? Okay, I think we've controlled everything that is Hungarian. Okay, this is weird now. Is this a core for Hungary? Yes, it is. All right, so to deal with the Hungary, we actually need to get Romania as well. All right, makes sense. Yeah, I think we'll go for the Romania and Turkey real quick. All right. That actually, however, means that we will need to get some cavalry for occupation duty. This bloody cavalry is way too small. Well, way too big, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is a problem. I actually don't want to spend 15 points cutting out that to make smaller cavalry. Yeah, let's actually just make a smaller one. Yeah, with 10. Actually, no. Let's just do a very, very small one. It's cheaper and it's actually, well, better suited to occupation, because they can fit way better. Let's go do that. We have what, 46 divisions should be enough for this. Sadly, later we'll need to control our right, and we will need at some point to capture Crete, for example. Yeah, but we should be able to sneak that in. And, well, apparently things like that. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, but we will build up a little bit of navy at some point and somehow get Crete, but such a pain. Alright, so now when I think about it, going for Greece first is probably the way to go, even if you end up at war with Romania. I think we could have pulled war against Greece and Romania after all, so I probably should have just, go for it, micromanage the shit out of it, win it, and yeah, call it a day. Now, frankly, if not for the fact that I already published first 2 episodes, I would have probably remade this and go with that option, but here we are. What do we want? I think we'll just... shit. Okay, so this is just a waste, because we... Alright, what do we want? Do we want this bloody LTR? That's the question. No, I don't think we can simply fit it in our divisions, so we'll just try focusing on the Air Force and use it defensively. There we go. let's upgrade our recon. Okay, local developers, and yeah, let's get Icarus out of those and continue downstairs. Right, so field hospitals. We'll now grab this. So okay, that's actually 28 days. So if we had used that with a full 30 days, we would be wasting 2. So that would be a shame. Yeah, that should be enough to punch through there. Not much in terms of manpower, but well, should eventually have some political power to change that. Alright, so next episode we'll go to war against Turkey and Romania, and we'll see how it goes from there. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you then.